clips.
Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Hopefully the audio on this video is 10 times better. I'm on a whole different camera, a whole different microphone. So y'all let me know in the comments below, because I know my last video there was a little bit of a audio problem, but you just really had to honestly I was speaking really low because I just wasn't feeling the best. But hey, how are y'all? Welcome back. If you're new here, my name's Celise. I just turned 22. I'm a Leo and I like to have a good time. Make sure to subscribe, like, comment. And this is probably gonna be one of my favorite videos that I ever film, only because I feel like it is a beginning of a new chapter. And when I say that, I mean that with everything inside me. Like, we have evolved, we are growing up, we are walking into womanhood, we are graduates, we are getting our lives together, and that is the energy moving forward from here on out on this channel. And I feel like this video is gonna set that tone. I am super excited. First, I want to start off with congratulations to all the grads. If you recently graduated, if you were on the route to graduating, or if you were just going into college and this is your first semester, like, congrats. Y'all are doing amazing. Education is key. Not key to success, because I'm not gonna say you need a degree to be successful. No, to be very vague, anything that feeds the soul, the mind, knowledge, education, I'm all for it and I support it. So congrats to everyone that is on their path of education and that's doing something big for themselves. You're the biggest, the biggest. So congrats to that. And yeah, let's get into this video. I say this all the time. If anyone would have told me, oh my gosh, I don't have any jewelry on. Hold up. You know, I had to put a necklace on. But to update everyone on what route I'm deciding to take right now, I'm most definitely just moving forward with using my degree and starting to apply for jobs, go to interviews. Like, this is the route that I'm taking. And no, I'm not going to slow down on social media. No, I'm not going to slow down on all the other little things that I have coming up that I have not shared. I'm not slowing down. If anything, I'm picking it up and I'm just maneuvering my time and how I use my time. I'm just using it differently now. Instead of just kind of focusing on one thing, I want to focus on a bunch of things. I feel like I want to keep growing. I want to keep moving forward. I want to keep adding things to my plate, because I'm just getting started. I don't know if anybody thought I was slowing down. No, that's not at all what this is. We are speeding up and we are, you know, accomplishing all the goals the younger version of myself would have wanted to accomplish. That's an update. I officially graduated. I have not received my diploma yet, and just know when I receive it, I am going to probably get everybody's reactions and do a bunch of fun stuff, so stay tuned for that. I think now moving forward, after my birthday, I feel like I went through a little bit of not depression, but I feel like I was disorganized. Everything was just cluttered in a way, not with anything physically, no, my apartment was a mess, but I think mentally I was just kind of stuck, if that makes sense. I was a little stuck. I hit a wall. I was just okay, I think for the past 20 years of my life it was education. And now that I have gotten to the point where I no longer need to keep going to school. I mean, if I decided to, I could. If I ever want to go back and do my master's, you know, that is an option that I have. But I think just the last 20 something years of my life, all it was school. So now when it came to an end, I most definitely hit a wall. I think I hit a wall. I stressed myself out. I overwhelmed myself for days until I kind of just realize, because nobody tells you, nobody talks about, and no one that I'm really around is kind of going through it. So I kind of felt very by myself for a little bit there. And so when I realized I'm in a funk, I sit back and I analyze, okay, what is going on in my life right now? What do I need to fix and how do I move forward? I'm just always on the move, like towards the positive direction, instead of like in a low and like kind of like making myself feel more shitty. I'm like, what do I take away from this low? What is this low teaching me? And what I learned recently after my birthday, and what this most recent low taught me, was I have so much to accomplish, and I feel like I got so overwhelmed, because now more than ever this time is to get my shit going, if that makes sense, to get all the things that I want accomplished, to start moving forward, to start checking off all the stuff on my checklist. Like, I want to build an empire eventually. I want to do all these things, and it's like I feel like graduating was like that last step from a whole like I finished a whole era. Like that era is over, and I'm going into a new era, and it's just the beginning. So I think starting from the ground up again probably did overwhelm me a little. I figured it out. I got through it. I was like, okay, why am I feeling this way? What do I need to do? And I just came together with my thoughts. I kind of took the time, rested, got myself out the mud, just did a lot of things that kept me happy and kept me going. And I'm like, okay, what is next for me now that I'm no longer in school? And it was like, obviously, get into working. So that is where we currently lie. Now we are up to date with everything. Currently, I actually have an interview coming up, and I'm super excited. I haven't had an interview since like I was like 18 years old, and I did get the job, and I only lasted at that job for a week because it was like a far commute for me. Like, it was like a 45-minute drive, and I had like a beat-ass BMW at the time, so it just didn't align with me at the time. But that was like, you know, I'm very confident in as far as like the interview process and everything. I think what is probably making me a little bit nervous now is like, how am I gonna juggle my day-to-day now plus adding a job onto my plate? But honestly, I most definitely know that I can handle it, because I just know I can handle it. I love being busy. I love having stuff to do. I love like being around people, especially like that enjoy doing the same things as me. Going into a workplace that is all about the stuff I've studied for the past 3 to 4 years, going into like that environment is gonna be so great for my mental. Being around people that love doing what I also love doing, I feel like being around like-minded people also is super beneficial. So I'm super excited for all that. So I know I can handle it. I know I'm gonna be able to juggle it, and I am gonna start off slow. I'm gonna start off like remote, part-time, and just trying to get like my resume. I'm trying to build up my resume. I'm trying to get as much experience as I can. I'm trying to figure out exactly what it is I like as well. I feel like a lot of people kind of just are forced to get an education, and like they don't even know what they really like, and that's a whole different conversation. But for me personally, I can speak from my experience. I always knew what I wanted to do even before I got into college. Like, I knew I wanted to do public relations, media studies. I wanted to, you know, how do we grow? How do we help people look better? I always, like, this was always something that I just wanted to do. And it kind of just grew into like getting a degree in it. And now I'm able to use the degree and work. So that's how we got here. But I think what I really want to focus on now moving forward, when I do pick these jobs, I'm like, okay, these months right now, these next few months are going to be so imperative to my life, because I'm figuring out what I like and what I don't like, and what exactly I want to use my degree with. Like, I'm setting the tone for the rest of my life, and these months are so important to me. And I think I just recently learned that, and now moving forward, like, I'm excited. Instead of being overwhelmed, disorganized, oh my gosh, like, I finished school, what's next? Instead of having those worries, I kind of like, instead of cracking when the pressure was on me, I kind of flourished, and I'm like, okay, I could do this. I got this. What are we doing? What's next? And how do we like overcome these things? So I think that was super important for me too. But yeah, so these next few months are gonna be really important to me, and I hope you guys enjoy the adventure and the ride. And no, I'm not gonna change my content. Like, we could still do the hair, the makeup, because obviously I'm 100% still into that. I'm still into everything that I've been doing, I'm just adding more stuff to my plate. I'm adding more hobbies. I'm just adding more skills to my plate, if that makes sense. So I'm not going anywhere. I'm not slowing down. And I'm super excited. Okay. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this video so far, and make sure to put a thumbs up on this video if you like this content. If you want to know more about my life and everything that's going on, just make sure to show love and let me know y'all's thoughts, comments, and concerns. Before I end this video, I want to end it on kind of like I want to turn, instead of like informational about me, I want to turn into informational about like after graduation, like the pros and cons. It helped me like really realize like the pros and cons of graduating. Some pros of graduating that I take away from graduating: one, my education. I loved what I studied, so that's a pro, my education. Two, another pro would be I guess the experiences. I was really only on campus my first year of college, but I even think that just getting that first year of experience, I think was super fun, beneficial, and I have great memories with a lot of people. And yeah, so I feel like education, campus living, or like the experience that I got from it. What else? I feel like certain professors did teach me stuff that I'm going to take away and walk away with. I know it's like annoying having a teacher and not wanting to, like, their teachers, oh, they're really not teaching you shit, but like some of my professors were actually super beneficial. And you know, I remember like watching like TED Talks and like certain just like motivational stuff that professors have shared with me. I feel like I'm carrying with moving forward in my life. Yeah, and other than that, I think another pro would probably just be, I don't have another pro. Cons would probably be the tuition. It was way too expensive for my liking, for life, for anything. I wish I would have done like, probably gotten into like more scholarships or just something, you know, something else. A con was, I feel like the first 2 years of college to me was kind of pointless. Like the classes, like why was I taking math? Why was I taking history? Like to me it was just kind of like a money grab thing. So that ties into my first con, just like the money, and like the classes for the first 2 years, the prereqs were just really pointless to me. Another con would probably be, I feel like it got in the way of like my happiness the past 4 years. And obviously now I know how to juggle and balance like my mental health, and I know when I need to step back and like reboot. But I think 18, 19-year-old Sellies most definitely didn't have that knowledge and was not educated on like mental health to my fullest extent. So I think college for sure like caused a lot of my stress, because it's like, to me, in the past 3-4 years, getting an A on something or an A in a class was like my life depended on it. That's how I felt. Like that is how stressed out I would get over stuff. So imagine me with like some C's, or like I missed an assignment, like my day would be ruined, my whole vibe would be killed. So I think that's a con of my college experience, which is probably like the emotional stress that it does put on people. And I feel like you probably don't realize it in the moment, but I think even like the breaks, like summer breaks for me were so imperative. Like I knew that I needed to take summer breaks because it would just refresh my brain. Like I know everybody wants to finish college so quick, or they want to like zoom through it. Yeah, do that, but it's also like take a semester off if you need to, if you're feeling too overwhelmed. I feel like that's like key to how I got through it. Was I did still finish kind of early, but I also was able to take breaks and stuff. Some pros and cons. I hope that helped whomever that needed to help. And yeah, I'm so excited for this journey. I'm so excited for what's next. A tip that I could give you guys for my resume, I had a resume made for me on Fiverr. I could have had like my mom help me and me create my own, but it's like, I feel like having a professional create a resume for you, that this professional is literally making hundreds of resumes every day, and they just know exactly what like they do the research, they do extra research, they just know what jobs want to see on a resume. So if a tip that I would like to give y'all, if you are graduating or if you're looking for a job, have someone curate one for you on Fiverr. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly. I think I spent $25 on it, and I can also put like a link to it maybe. I don't know, maybe I'll like after I like edit my LinkedIn and stuff, I could link my LinkedIn in the description, so you guys kind of get like an idea of how to like kind of carry yourself, or like certain things you would want to take from mine to like help with yours. I don't know, I think nobody taught me how to curate like in college, it wasn't something that I was taught to like curate a beautiful resume, or curate, maybe for some people, but for me personally, I didn't take any of those types of classes. But to like kind of like how imperative your LinkedIn looks, or like your Indeed, or whatever your profiles look, I feel like that is so important moving forward with jobs. I feel like jobs will go through your LinkedIn and see everything you have going on. So after I clean mine up, which it's not exactly where I want it to be, I most definitely need to take the time to like clean it up before I start going heavy with this job search. So I will either add it in this description or in my next video. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I really did enjoy filming this. It was a quick one, but I feel like it's most definitely just me updating you guys with everything that I have going on. And there's gonna be a shift, but most definitely like the best shift in energies and content and everything. Like, I'm just growing up, and I feel like you're either gonna be stuck on the younger version of myself, or we're all gonna just grow up, evolve, and move forward. On that note, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope to see you guys next week on my channel, and if you're new here, make sure to subscribe. And if you're returning, thank you for showing love, watching my videos. I do appreciate y'all, and I do enjoy sharing everything with you guys these days, because this is the type of shit that I love. This is the type of shit that I want to get into. And also, I need y'all to comment in the comments, one, if you enjoyed this video, and then comment again stuff that you guys want to see, because I do listen to y'all. I do read the comments, whether good, bad, ugly, happy, fun, whatever. Like, I read them all. So yeah, just let me know in the comments, and I will see y'all in the comment section after this video. Love y'all, thank y'all for watching, and I'll see y'all next time on my channel. Bye.